Made it down here to Pompano Beach, getting ready to launch the boat. Dark 30, meeting RJ Boyle. This guy's a legend. I've been following everything that he's done for a while. You know, he's a real innovator in the swordfish game, tackle, just a real cool guy. I mean, he does music, he sings, artwork. He's just, you know, interesting guy, has a cool story. So finally got with him, come down here. We're gonna make a day of it, get out there, see what we can get. So we're gonna planer fish.
Right.
I have little experience planer fishing. What makes it so good?
Just because the planer brings it down. We're in South Florida. It's really, really hot here. Hold that 1 second. And so anything to get the bait down while you're trolling is huge. You know, the rig that we're looking at here has been really modified over the years, but you know, we used to hand line a lot. Today you're gonna see us basically use a wind-on planer system where we can take the planer off the rod, and what that'll do is allow us to wind the fish right to the boat. Now, wow, put this sucker on here, man. Let's rock. So.
The man, the myth. On film. Get after it today. Woo, how pretty is that gonna be?
Uh, 178, just head north, nice and easy. I'm gonna put this one in the water first. And there's your jumper right there that we were talking about. This is really a great part. So you've got your planer. At the top of the planer here, one of your double snap is cut off. That goes inside the swivel, and the leverage keeps it on the line. It will not fall off.
Oh, so it's not even clipped on. You do that so you can remove it quickly?
Absolutely. So you're gonna take that, you're gonna go through the swivel with the front of the planer, the back of the planer. You're gonna go through the swivel as well, right there. That's the extent of it. So as you're looking at this right now, once the planer is set, the resistance is pulled. Once a fish eats it, the planer flattens out and you're not fighting the resistance of the planer. So we're gonna set it. Once we get a bite, it'll come straight. We wind it to the boat, we take it off, and we wind it to the boat. The wind-on planer system, bar none, best thing charter fishing off of South Florida for trolling. We're gonna let that back about 300 feet. You know, just one of the most important things anytime you're fishing two planers, one thing I would tell you if you're just getting started, always fish one. Master one and then do two. So that one's out 300 feet. I'm gonna fish this one about 50 feet from the boat, very short.
Got something.
You better get back there, George, and handle that one.
Make me do all the work, huh?
Yeah, of course, man.
Little blackfin, you think?
Probably a little blackfin. Could be a bonita mixed in there, you know.
So I'm busting there.
Yeah, good spot. I'm gonna try and keep these other rods out. But this is where the wahoos live, right here around these smaller baits.
You see all that little stuff?
Yeah. As we're going, George, I'm just gonna keep you in a turn and have you take them on that side.
Yep. In essence, you're still fishing those baits right there, right? They're
100%,
still
100%. Yep. If you feel this boat speed up, it's because one of these planers is tripped while you're fighting that fish.
We just saw some little blackfin on surface, or little bonitas.
It always happens when you're putting your sunscreen on. Of course it does. All right, there you go. Little blackfin, nice.
Blackfin, a little sushi.
Yep, for sure. Awesome, man.
It's hard for me to tell the difference between blackfin and yellowfin when they're fresh. I mean, what are your thoughts?
When you're eating them
fresh?
I really do. I mean, yellowfin I like a little better, but blackfin tuna, as long as you bleed them, as soon as you catch them, bleed them out. Let that pink skin instead of that red meat. You don't want red. You want, yeah, beautiful, man.
Nice little fish.
Yeah, dude, perfect. I know what I'm eating tonight.
Just a reef structure that you're fishing right here?
You know, a lot of this area is filled with wrecks. There's a lot of wrecks here, especially around the inlet. There's several just south of that light, the Chris and Corey, a few of these other wrecks that are really productive because they get bait on them, especially early in the morning like this. So we kind of pop around wreck to wreck. Okay. So if you saw that edge, they're really fishing this edge about 200 feet or so. You'll see a nice drop. Those fish will stage up right on that drop. Oh,
there
that's
he
him,
is.
That's him. All right. Yep, that's him. Let's keep going. You got him. If you can wind. If not, don't worry. Let him take some drag. There you go. Okay, nice and easy. Nice bite. That was in 160 feet of water. Let's see what we got. You're getting bit on the top right here, right now, too, as well. Watch this top rod. It just got bit. Yep, keep winding. Actually, I'll get the planer for you if you can. Keep winding. Notice how that boat keeps going forward. Always keep in tension. Keep winding. Keep winding. What you got, a cuda on there?
Big old cuda.
Got your big coot.
Saber-toothed wahoo.
That's right. Walk forward, I'll deal with him.
Jeez, look at that thing. You get a lot of these down here now?
Man, they talk about a big fish. That's a
wow. Oh, look at the teeth on that thing. That's how you grab him, right there in the throat.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
That's a bycatch of wahoo fishing right there.
There you go. The old bycatch of wahoo.
What a cool fish.
Yeah, man.
So you move out a little deeper?
Yeah, so what we're going to do right now, you know, it's getting hot, moving towards the middle of the day. And yesterday, one of the biggest things when you're fishing is always have a good buddy network.
Intel.
Intel, it's all about intel. So yesterday, 300 to 400 feet, 500 feet, there was a lot of floaters, things floating. Anytime in hurricane season, you always got to be conscious of that because with the Gulf Stream water, floating debris is always getting pushed through here. So every day is different. You might go out there and find nothing one day, and the next day, you know, there's a Cuban raft and there's whatever, you know, ropes floating and dolphin on them. So let's give it a little bit of a run, change it up, cool down for a second, and regroup. See if we can't make the day here.
All right. This gentleman's fishing right here. Sitting in the chair, putting your feet up, waiting on the bite.
Nice mahi.
What is it?
Mahi. Put the tunes on, you get tight, boy.
All right.
Woo!
I broke the Twizzlers out, and I got bit. The reggae, it wasn't just the reggae, it was the reggae and the Twizzlers. Little mahi action.
Yeah, man, we'll take it.
Little ahi, now a little mahi. Cool little fish.
Yeah, man. Take your time here. Okay. There we go.
Boom.
There we go, baby.
And the hook falls out.
Yep. We're 3 miles offshore. We're fishing for wahoo, mahis. I mean, you just don't know what you're going to get. It's the beauty of fishing out here off of South Florida. charter boat style, man. This is what we do every day. And then you
Getting
go out a
tight.
mile and you find a nice current edge like we just did, and it produces a nice fish. So doesn't get any better than that. You can give it a go, dude.
Midday, switch it up, run out there.
We're gonna head off, Joe. I think we're gonna swing for the fence here. We've already caught a mixed bag of fish.
Listen, when you're out with RJ Boyle and you don't try to drop for a swordfish, it's almost unethical. It really, truly, it's sacrilegious. So you just have to try.
We're going for it all.
We're gonna go bust a nickel.
We're gonna try to
We're
bust
gonna bust a nickel?
Yep. Well, let's start with a bite. Then we'll work on the nickel. So you know, at 1775, I'm just looking at those numbers. See, right now I'm at 2609.
Right.
My bite was at the 2612, 3 miles up the road.
Roger.
By the time we get set up and we start fishing, we'll be up there in no time. So right now I'm gonna have you drive due north. But in this area, there's not a lot here. There's little ravines and stuff, but little ravines and cracks and stuff in the bottom. And these fish, very much like a snook. They like to hang in the cracks and crevices and ambush their prey. So in the daytime, these fish compress down near the bottom, and you know, a 5 or 10 foot ledge is still something. Doesn't seem like a lot on the machine here, but it really is.
So we're gonna go with the current for how far out?
We're gonna go with the current. I'm gonna put the lead on. We're gonna drive it out about 800 feet, then we're gonna turn back into the current.
Turn right back on, get right back on top of it.
Correct.
So I'm getting blown inshore a little bit. Is that the reason why the rod's on that side?
Correct. So you're always gonna fish on the side that has the most wind on you. Yeah, it's heavy. For sure, we're tight. Go ahead a little bit. Yeah, I thought so. That's why I came up. It was the rod kind of wobbled weird there. And so right now you were hooked up, but we'll see here.
What's it doing? Just sitting there?
Just sitting, hanging. Yeah, it was very subtle. I was looking at the rod and it kind of looked loaded, but fish must have eaten the bait and just sat. There wasn't a lot of action to it.
It was weird. I didn't really notice it until you brought it up.
Correct.
I thought you were just bringing it up to bring it up, and
Yeah,
then when
the
you
rod
brought it
looked
up,
really weird to me, so that's why I started winding.
it's crazy just how heavy it is.
Yes, dude. But the beauty of this kind of fishing is we're out here, there's not a boat in sight. It's Tuesday afternoon. The rest of millions of people in South Florida, there's not one person out here, and the rod's bent over. We don't even know what's on here. Could be a swordfish, could be a shark, could be, who knows what it is. And that's the allure. This is what keeps us fired up about doing this kind of fishing, because you really never know if it's a blue marlin, a giant tuna, a hammerhead shark, is it a pomfret, what is it? It's freaking amazing, some of the stuff we've caught over the years, and when you're hooked up to something like this, hoping it's a swordfish, that's what keeps you coming out here. All right, double's coming right here. There, see a lot of color right there. Whatever it is. Oh, see it? Back up to him, George.
Back up to him?
Yeah, sure. There's the sword.
Woo! It is a sword!
Back up to him.
Is it a keeper?
Yeah. Give me the straight gaff if you would, please.
Straight gaff. I'm in reverse. Is that okay?
That's fine. Take it out. Keep going, George, that way.
Got him! Wow. Oh my God, what kind of weird fight was that?
That was the weirdest frickin' sword fight of all time.
What a cool fish,
Isn't
man.
that cool, dude?
We got one. Look at the color on the back of this thing.
Yeah, dude.
The color is amazing.
I'll let George do the honors. Pull him up in there and lay him on that side. Keep this side up. Yeah, there you go.
Look at the color. Beautiful color.
Oh, man. That's careful, man.
Yeah, that thing is sharp, man. That thing is incredible.
You cut a bait right in half. It's amazing. The last couple, one of the last ones got me right here. See that? I got you. I got some of you. I know I got some of you.
Well, you know, it was, game day decision. We decided to bring the rod and give it a go. We caught some stuff on the inshore. We were worried going into this that it's not the best time to be fishing, but you know what? We made a heck of a day of it.
We really did.
We made an
man.
incredible
It was a
day of
full
it. Mahi.
Yeah, some other stuff in the sword now. So it was a full day for sure.
Think you could pay me that eyeball tomorrow?
I think I could paint that tomorrow.
Look at that.
We only got about 15-mile drive in.
Great success. Man, what a day. Everything that we set out to do, you told me, it came to fruition. We got tuna, mahi, we got the swordfish. I twisted your arm a little bit to bring me out here. But you brought me out here and you made it happen. You know, you're truly an inspiration to me and I appreciate you spending the time. I know you got so much more, just as much to offer inshore on land than you do out here, so I'm excited.
Well, we're gonna make that happen. We'll go back, we'll paint the swordfish bill. We'll get you. We're gonna make a nice present for you, George. Yeah, if we can do a step by step, and so people can see that side of it after we've caught the fish, then it'll be fabulous, man.
Wow.
But either way, it's been a great day. It was the first time we've ever fished together.
Yeah.
If you can believe that. All the years that I've been watching the show, and
I appreciate it. I've been following you forever, and truly admire what you do. And you're very creative, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people. And I appreciate everything: the music, the art, the fishing. You know, you're a well-rounded guy, and appreciate you spending the day. But
God's been good.
Yeah. You got more to show me inshore?
Oh, yes, I do. Let's get in. So right here is where the bill stops. You see this, there's a V here. So that'll stay on. So you want to cut the bill back here. So when you're saving the bill, always cut behind the eye. And that'll be perfect.
Into the mind of RJ Boyle.
All right, so here's the little warehouse style room. Kind of the workspace. One room, then to the next room that leads to the next
Let me see your keys.
Yeah.
This is it's like a janitor in elementary school, all the warehouses he owns.
All right. Yeah, when you start to put the coating and stuff, a lot of the colors will start to pop, especially in that one. Yeah, this gives it that, that clear coat. Plus that protects the painting once it's done. Yeah, it's on now, sucker. Time to get tight. To all my homeboys around the world looking for a 500-pound sword, looking for the nickel. This one's for you.
What was your first song?
Bust a Nickel.
Bust a Nickel, which I was first introduced. Somebody sent it to me.
Yeah.
And every time we go sword fishing, we play it.
I get
and you just
everything
kind
of that.
of fell into that.
Yes, I did. I just wrote the song. It was fun. I wrote that song, and people started to download it. And then, I always, like I said, I always enjoyed writing, and I still enjoy the raps. I wrote a custom rap that you heard on the boat. But I like rap music. I like all music. If I had to choose one, it would be reggae.
But he does rap.
Bust a nickel. Bust a nickel. We unrigged a bait and put in a trap. We looked past the transom and the buoy was slapped. Oh dang, it's on now. We missed her on the tip, but she got hooked somehow. We were 6 hours in.
There you go, let's go.
Ready?
And turned herself over. We sank 2 more gaps. We knew it was over.
I love it.
In a band!
A fist bump. I couldn't believe it. It felt like a dream. I stared at the fish and I let out a scream. We danced and we sang. We saw the blood trickle. We couldn't believe it. We busted a nickel. Ah, yeah. Now you stay patient, my brothers. Keep an eye on the rod tip. She's gonna wiggle. The big girl's coming. Ah, yes. RJ Boyle Studio Promotions. Bust a nickel. Bust a nickel. Bust a nickel. Bust a nickel.